In this world, there are two types of people. Those capable of being in healthy relationships and Valorant players. Or at least that is what I'm here to test today. Hi, my name is Anthpo, and for the past 2 months, I have been calculating the statistical likelihood of Valorant players getting a girlfriend. I did so through in-depth analyses, surveys, eyewitness accounts, morally questionable interviews. I've been busy.
Valorant is a popular 5v5 team-based shooter game released in 2020, and it's also a poison to society. Let me show you what I mean. I have 3,000 hours in Counter-Strike, so I'm familiar with how toxic these games can get. That being said, Valorant is a different breed. So I'm not trying to figure out if people who have played Valorant are less likely to get a girlfriend. I'm trying to figure out if people who actively play Valorant are less likely to get a girlfriend. That's people who play more than once or twice a week, people who have over 50 hours in the game, because otherwise, I've played Valorant before, and I could get a girlfriend if I wanted to. So. I've had this idea for a very long time, and I never really knew where to start. That was until I found the Esports Lounge at my school. I never realized how big of a gaming community that colleges have until I found this Esports Lounge. I remember when I played video games back in middle school, a lot. It wasn't something cool, there wasn't these facilities, so this was crazy to me. Before I started some of the nitty-gritty research, I really wanted to get a feel for what the Valorant players were like.
This is the president of the gaming club.
Gaming.
So, how old are you?
This old.
Literally, as I got there to interview people, I ran into this man who happened to be in my hot dog day video. He was the president of the gaming org, and he gave me a nice tour and some people to interview. Do you shower?
Yeah, shockingly. Shower, I barely know her. Anyway.
Okay, no, that's good.
So Rutgers Esports is actually kind of a really thriving scene for the collegiate scene. What's really unique in comparison to other esports scenes is that we're really student funded and student oriented and student run.
And do you wear deodorant?
Yeah. Most days I do, yeah.
Okay, so not every day?
Not every day.
Right, well, you're honest, that's good.
Yeah.
That's an important part of being in a relationship.
That's the number one thing for relationships,
Definitely.
Yeah.
Have you ever had a girlfriend before?
What's that? No, I don't think I ever will since I play Valorant.
I've tried. I've downloaded the apps, the unholy trinity.
Apps might be the way to get a girlfriend?
That's what I tried, but I have been extremely unsuccessful.
Why do you think that is?
I'm an acquired taste.
Is there anything the world should know about Valorant players?
Never interact with them. Treat them as you would League players.
So talking to these people in real life gave me some decent insight, but it didn't paint the whole picture. The other thing that annoyed me was I couldn't really tell who was lying and who wasn't. So I came up with a solution, but I'll talk about that later. After I talked to enough people there, I felt like I was starting to paint a picture. So the next thing I did was make a Tinder profile so I could kind of live the Valorant player experience firsthand. I couldn't just be myself on Tinder because a lot of people in my school know who I am, and that just wouldn't be fair. I needed this to be as unbiased as possible, so I put on a wig and glasses. He loves and plays the video game Valorant. He is a gamer at Valorant, and his anthem is the Valorant theme. This guy loves Valorant. I spent 3 days swiping right on every single person. It was the greatest dopamine rush of all time. And then sure enough, and by the way, I've used Tinder before to no success, I got so many matches. I couldn't tell if people were liking me because they thought this was a joke, which it is, but I wanted it to I guess be serious, or they knew it was me. Some people knew it was me. The other issue I ran into is that some people were genuinely interested in Valorant, and they tried to talk about it, and I don't really understand Valorant, so I would kind of just have to figure something out. So I was also trying to be an enormous prick, just like the average Valorant player, and for some reason, I was still having success. Sure enough, one of the girls that I ended up talking to wanted to actually meet up. I'll talk about that later, but the next thing I did was make a survey. I made a control group, just asking general college students how their love life is and making sure they weren't Valorant players. And then I had the Valorant survey where it was degenerates, so the Valorant players answered that one.
The surveys would open with basic questions such as, where do you go to school? What's your age? This way I could just pretty much get rid of anybody who's clearly lying. After that, I would figure out how often they play Valorant, if they'd really consider themselves a Valorant player. I would also ask, of course, if they have a girlfriend. And obviously a survey can only say so much, so I did give an option for people to list any extenuating circumstances. For instance, someone may be a man, but attracted to other men, right? Things like that. It just helps paint a fuller picture, and I can sift through the data and figure out what's meaningful and what's not. I have no idea what Indian woman in Texas bullied me for playing Valorant, so I cry every day means. What are you talking about? On the other hand, of course, I had people let me know that they're gay or very gay. It's good to know, that way I can exclude them from the data in the end. I'm wishing you all the best in your escapades.
I sent the Valorant survey to a bunch of Valorant esports clubs across the US. The target demographic for this survey was college-age students because it's the people that I know best. And also, most colleges now have Valorant teams, which is so embarrassing.
I also made these posters that have a QR code that links to the survey. I hung them up around my campus in hopes that I would find some Valorant players at my school. Sure enough, this worked really well. I got hundreds of people to respond. Somebody even made a Reddit post on my school subreddit. Harambe Please Come Back says, there's a survey on campus asking Valorant players if they have a girlfriend. Also, typical Redditor 1, yes, a survey is needed for this. It is called science. Idiot. I also tried to distribute the survey through Discords, including my school's. This wasn't working too well though. This freaking asshole moderator deleted my survey in the general chat. So screw you, Murmur. I ended up getting 3,000 responses.
But I'll go through them later because this is the most concrete evidence I had. After that, it was time for me to meet up with the girl that Tony met on Tinder. I was gonna find out once and for all what she saw in those beautiful, blonde, luscious locks. Hello, I'm currently here with one of the girls that swiped right on me. Her name is Thank you for coming here and agreeing to be on camera as well.
Is this recording?
Yes, we're recording. Sorry I lost my voice. I'm also sorry. I'm sure it was hard to recognize, but this was actually a wig. And I don't actually play Valorant, so I just wanted to formally apologize.
That was kind of obvious from the Tinder profile.
Seriously?
Yeah, it's obviously a wig.
So why did you agree to come here and do this then?
My disguise had failed. In order to do this thing right, I would need to become a real Valorant player. So in order to prepare for this, I threw away my deodorant and didn't shower for a week straight. No, I'm just kidding. I played a few games of Valorant.
Who here got a girlfriend?
We're playing Valorant. You really think anyone here got a girlfriend?
He's spitting facts for real, but this wasn't enough. I needed more. I couldn't quit here.
Do you guys have girlfriends?
Shut up!
Sorry.
I'm gay.
Damn.
Trappa, do you have a girlfriend?
No. He has a boyfriend though.
You're 19 though, you said?
I'm actually 10.
Are you guys in the US?
No, I'm in China. Why?
Okay, now it's time to quit. Yeah, Valorant players are impossible to talk to, but maybe, it's because the environment. Lucky for me, I know a few Valorant players in real life. I started with Sukhmeet.
You play Valorant, right?
Yeah,
How often do you play Valorant?
a lot. Previously, it was close to every day.
Do you struggle to get in relationships?
Yeah.
Would you attribute that to playing Valorant in any capacity?
Personally, I don't think correlation is equal to causation, but if I had to make a guess, yeah, probably.
But if one were to do a statistical analysis, they could determine if there's a likelihood of
Yeah,
playing.
yeah, probably. I'm not smart enough for that, but yeah, one could.
Okay.
I finally felt like I was getting somewhere. Interviews like this helped paint a fuller picture and helped me analyze the data to a fuller extent, but I needed more interviews. There was one problem though.
Do you think if I asked people these questions in a similar vein, do you think they'd be truthful to me?
No, I just love you so much.
Okay, wow, that was...
Yeah.
I bought a lie detector. After using it on myself to test the validity of it, it was time to use it on some other people. After going through my list of friends, I settled on 2 people to use it on, Patrick and Ubby. Patrick is on the Valorant team here at Rutgers, and Ubby plays Valorant a lot.
Do you have any idea why you're here?
I have no clue.
So you filled out a survey for me.
Is this how do I play Valorant and have a girlfriend? I'm just better than you. I don't know what to say.
Oh, do you play Valorant?
I've played Valorant. I played Valorant to figure out the data of this video, to get some eyewitness accounts.
Do you have a girlfriend?
we're done asking questions. Are you comfortable disclosing who your girlfriend is?
Yes, it is. It's Paige.
It's Paige. Does she know you play Valorant?
Oh yeah.
Is she okay with it?
I think so.
And then it was time to reveal the lie detector.
There's no way this is a lie detector.
I also don't think you're being truthful about having a girlfriend, so if you could put this around your abdomen, please. It is important to answer each question truthfully. Do you understand?
I do understand.
Have you ever enjoyed the company of a man?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, I didn't write that. That's weird because this is the control group. I didn't even write that question.
The what?
That's the control group. I didn't write that question. It just asked that to figure out.
Can I call my lawyer?
Nope. Do you play Valorant too much?
Actually, no. No, I don't.
Yes.
Do you have a girlfriend?
Yes.
Are you paying Jean to be your girlfriend?
No.
No.
Do you have a crush on me?
No.
What's funny about that?
It's funny.
You seem kind of nervous.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Are you sure that you answered that last one truthfully?
Pretty sure.
Okay.
Considering I do have a girlfriend.
As I looked through the results of the lie detector, I was astonished. They hadn't lied a single time.
Well, I think this must have fucked up.
Actually, I feel like it didn't. I feel like a lot of it is. I mean, I know I said it was cheap before, but actually I feel it now. I think it's good build quality.
No, I think it is cheap. I think you're right. I think it's
no. That's good build quality.
I think there's something wrong. Actually, just take it off. Well, I won't include this. I don't think.
Actually, while you were doing this, the Amazon reviews for it popped up in the back, and they said that it's.
I don't think this. I think this is actually a piece of shit. This thing sucks. Fuck this thing. It doesn't even work. It did work. I was just upset. I also analyzed the data from the survey. And to answer the question, does being a Valorant player make you statistically less likely to have a girlfriend? No. In fact, the data says the complete opposite. The raw data shows roughly 30.1% of Valorant players have a girlfriend, whereas 22.18% of non-Valorant players do. That being said, after conducting a chi-square test on the data with an alpha of 0.05, you can determine that there is literally no correlation between being a Valorant player and having a girlfriend. Mathematically, you could only argue there is a correlation with a 0.5% confidence level, which is low. Listen, I tried to derive some sort of conclusion from this data, but it just wasn't possible. But maybe I was asking the wrong question.
Do you guys think playing Valorant makes you a worse person?
Definitely.
It makes me talk.
Do you think that you've become a worse person since you've started playing Valorant?
Is this like a victim study? Or like an addict study? Who are you? Why are you here?
Do you think that you'd be happier if you never played Valorant?
Definitely, of course. Never played Valorant.
100%. I actually hate this game, but I don't have a clue why I play it.
It's like I had discovered the saddest subsection of substance abusers, Valorant players. They spoke about the game like it was some sort of drug that they could not escape. It saddened me. So that's just it. Playing Valorant doesn't make you statistically less likely to get a girlfriend, and it doesn't even necessarily make you a bad person, but it does make you a sad person. And all that being said, there was a certain person that I wanted to pay a visit to. So I took a drive over to the Esports Lounge.
Hi, Kamal.
How's it going?
It's been a long time.
It's been a while.
So I know last time we talked a little bit about your experiences with, girls and Valorant and stuff.
Yeah.
What do you look for in a girl?
If she's nice and she's easy to talk to.
I brought my friend Hannah. She actually has a boyfriend, but I thought she could at least comfort you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got you a gift.
Oh, thanks.
It's deodorant.
Deodorant?
Yeah.
And gum.
And gum.
Wow. So I could smell great.
Yeah, playing Valorant doesn't make you a worse person, okay? It doesn't. All right, you've got it.
Thanks, man.
Of course. Dude, the comeback of the century. This is literally, this is the best case scenario is right now.
What is this, a crossover episode?
What is it? Oh!